can burn you up a steak. What the dog doing? So we've been told to just do the hard work, especially when we don't feel it. But how? Like, I mean, how? Like, where's my step plan? Where's my 10 step plan to do the hard work? Right, especially when I don't feel it. Where's this stanza? Jimmy, Jimmy, you can't just say that, right? No, no. My discipline is like what I don't want to make just like bold, prideful assumptions about like this is how it always works. Sometimes I've been like wrong about that, but basically, my discipline seems to work is that I'm quite good at endurance in the sense that like I can take a lot of stuff without really like if it's like if the thing is like not doing something, then I can just kind of sit through it. Like if like your discipline is don't go on your phone while you're waiting for your doctor's office, I'm like okay. I'm just gonna stare at the floor. I'm just gonna look around, read stuff, entertain myself. Kind of what are these the shoelaces on my car? Well, I forgot what a shoelace is called. That's crazy. A shoe, right? I'm just kind of thinking. Got my little imaginary got friends. Um, so and I got like endurance. Like if it's like, I mean like, this might stem from like a childhood of getting beaten. But yeah, I can withstand a lot of stuff and be fine. I can run for like a really long time and really like just I'm just smiling the whole way. You know, you know. And then after like 25 minutes, I almost got a half an hour, but then I was just like it was like 27 minutes, and then I'm like, man, I'm running for too much time. It's taking too much time for my actual workout. And I gotta get my bulk on. I gotta eat, and it's just I'm not just feeling the same, So I just cut it down to 20 because it was taking too much time, and it wasn't hurting my lungs and all that. I was just too good. Of course, when I started running, I actually injured my ankle the first time, and like I was like it was like really hurting my lungs. But no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Am I fine? Am I okay? I don't know. Find out next. I'm not fine. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I'm very good at endurance, right? That's like kind of my discipline. Like if it's like I gotta go no fat, I'm like I'll go. I'm like of course like I improved my discipline over time, and now that I don't know, I haven't relapsed in like a really long time. But let's say like I had to suddenly give up my phone. No more Discord. No more YouTube. No more no, 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 no. No more this. Okay. So and then it's done. My work. Uh, However, like split kind of seems to work is that it's harder for me to start doing something. I know it was like a few months of before like I started to work out to actually do that. Before I like actually like ask my dad like I want to work out, show me out, right? Because he works out. This is a home gym, right? So yeah, right. I get to in a while. Get to do things, And I was actually inspired to make this video. When I was like working out, the gym, right? I was like, just like not wanting to do anything, and then I kind of made myself do it anyways. I did that hard work, especially when I didn't feel like it, and I didn't actually remember that sentence until like when I was writing the script, right? And then for like the start, I wrote something similar to it, and then I'm like, wait a second, this sounds like a campus thing. I'm like, and then yeah, I'll do that. I don't feel like it. Anyways, how to push yourself when you don't feel like it. Um, right? So, how do you like start to do these things? Yeah, like you go, like, oh my god, when you try to do something that's like it's good for you, but it's like it's some hard work, right? You don't really feel like doing it, but you have to, right? You don't have to, but it's like it'll be good to do it, right? So you gotta like remind yourself why, and you need to have like an answer prepared for this at all times. And if you don't have like a reason why you're doing something, then you either probably shouldn't do it, or you should think about why you're doing the thing, right? Yeah, and you shouldn't just immediately quit it. You should just like think about why you're doing the thing, right? If it's like, and this is the thing you probably ask yourself more often, about why you do things. Like probably help you get out of bad habits. Like, why am I gooning right now? And it's like because it feels good, but it wastes time, doesn't it? Stuff improving fact. Be tired afterwards and staggered. And you gotta remind yourself why you do things. And so when you get in those games, you gotta remember I'm working out to get bigger and stronger. So once you remember that you're working out to get bigger and stronger, you keep pushing. You keep going beyond. You get that energy. And your mind can actually like really like change your health. Like depending on your attitude, it can actually like make you sick if you have a bad attitude, and it can actually like make you heal faster if you have a good attitude. And in fact, David Goggins, he talked about this in his book, Can't Hurt Me, where like he says like his body's like literally like got used to him beating himself up so much that he like started healing, like begun to like heal faster, and like he was like surpassed off expectations after injuries and stuff, and he's like back at it, back on that grind of hurting himself, which was unhealthy, and he realizes that afterwards. Well, like, hey, that was actually really unhealthy. I broke my bones. I almost died like multiple times. I could have had a heart attack. I had a giant hole in my heart. I had like double pneumonia. Like he could have died really badly. He got kidney failure. He there was many times where he could have died. And this whole time he had like a heart attack and he had sickle cell trait. So it's like I don't know how he lives, but he did. He also that was a really bad decision. He should. It's like a little like should have started off a little late, but anyways, um, your mind can actually change it, and you can like get like a sudden burst of energy, and you can tap into like an energy source that you didn't know you had. And if you when you kind of you should do that. You should tap into an energy that you don't really know you have, and whatever way you can. For me, it's kind of like a contained anger that does it. It's kind of like a self-directed rage that burns within me. It's kind of like that. I just get a little angry sometimes, right? And it's just kind of like, oh hell no! When I find myself in like Keith, and Keith, he's that little goblin like crevices. We all have, this Jeffrey brain, this little brain. We have this little id, this part of us that it's kind of like it just wants like the instant gratification, right? It just wants like it's this little demon in you. It just wants to drag you down, right? It just wants the worst for you. It just wants this instant gratification. It doesn't think about your future, right? And we've got this dark dog in us, right? We all have this dark side, and it's just kind of we have this insecurity, like these secret things, right? And we need to like uh, identify when this thing is speaking, and to differentiate that from like actual thoughts that are like good for you, that are going to make you better in the future and make you overall happier, right? And that's gonna make you proud and not gonna make you have regrets and blah blah blah, right? Right? Keith. So for me, I mean, you can name it whatever you want to name it, right? You can name her Gertrude. You can name him Randall. You can make it whatever. You can give it's whatever silly. You can make it purple with yellow polka dots. You can make it a beast. You can make it a little creature getting up to mischief, a little dubious one. You can make it Darth Vader from Star Wars. I don't know. For me, it's keeping his little goblin in my crevices. Okay, all right. And you gotta find your dark dog. Okay, you gotta find that thing in you, and you gotta get away from this bad guy, right? But you also gotta find like you have to come to terms with because we all have like kind of like a split personality, where like it's like oh I wasn't acting for myself, but you were. It's like so like we have like this like front face we kind of show people we're like guys this is who I am, you're like trying to be like better, right? But then like in our private lives we have this like this thing in us, right? They're like it's like our true self, and it's like it's got insecurities and whatnot, and you gotta like accept your shadow self and your like front self. And you gotta kind of merge them and become like this humble guy who's kind of like distances himself from negative situations and yeah, and just kind of humble and can be you could take offense to things without getting like extremely like angry or anxious or whatever, right? And you gotta find that energy source in you as well, that dark dog to like get you going when you don't feel like going. You gotta find your why. You gotta find that dark dog, right? You gotta maybe for you the energy of it is joy. You gotta be funny. You gotta be like, oh my second like, wow, and then you just kind of you just gotta get back on that grind. And it's really like that hurts my pecs. I wonder why. I wonder why. Okay, stay. Give me flat. Um, right? Um, maybe that's what gets you going. Just find whatever works for you and get right. So find your why, find the energy, like, comment what your dark dog is, um, subscribe and keep growing. My computer's about to die.